These are my Premier League predictions, betting tips and correct scores for match day 3, also known as the round 3. Last week we did the round 2 and some games went well, some did not go well. But we are back again with the round 3 and I wish us all the best. If you are new to the channel, if it's the first time coming across Jb Predictz, do ensure you are hitting the subscribe button, turn on your bell notification, so you'll be notified whenever a video like this is being uploaded. And as you're watching this video right now, ensure you are hitting the like button. If you want to join my Telegram for more free football predictions, the link to join my Telegram is pinned in the comment section. So let's dive into it. The first game on the list, without wasting much of our time, we have it to be Arsenal versus Brighton. These two teams are coming off of a win. Arsenal winning their last game against Aston Villa. It was very, very tight, but Arsenal won that game 2-0. Likewise, Brighton defeating Manchester United in the last minute. After so many dramas, Brighton picked up the 3 points. This game is going to be very, very tough and tight, but I'm still backing Arsenal, or I will still back Arsenal to be the winner of this game. Why? Because defensively, Arsenal are solid. Like defensively, Arsenal are one of the teams in the Premier League that has the best defense as it stands. 2 games, they've won it without stress and they had clean sheet. So my prediction or my correct score here is Arsenal 2, Brighton 0. And the betting tips is Arsenal to win and over 1.5 goals at full time. I repeat, Arsenal versus Brighton, Arsenal 2, Brighton 0. And my betting tips is Arsenal to win and over 1.5 goals. We have the next game to be Brentford versus Southampton. To be honest, to me, Southampton are relegation bound. That is just my own point of view. I believe Southampton will go back to the championship because to me, they are not ready. They don't seem ready. They are not encouraging. But Brentford, on the other hand, at least I believe they are doing well. They started the season well, and I believe they should maintain that good form. So my correct score here is Brentford 1, Southampton 0. And the betting tips is Brentford to win or draw at full time. I repeat, Brentford 1, Southampton 0. And the betting tips is Brentford to win or draw at full time. We have the next game to be Everton versus Bournemouth. These two teams have not picked up any wins since the season started, especially Everton. They have been playing poorly, you understand? I don't know why for the past 3 seasons, Everton has been struggling. The last game, Everton lost of Tottenham 4-0, while Bournemouth played a 1-1 draw to Newcastle. They won the game in the dying minute, but VAR ruled it off. So I believe this game is going to be very, very tight, and I believe Everton will be looking forward to get their first winning, you understand, in the Premier League. Likewise, Bournemouth, but it's going to be very, very tight and difficult. So my prediction here is Everton 1, Bournemouth 1, and the betting tips is over 1.5 goals at full time. I repeat, Everton 1, Bournemouth 1. And my betting tips is over 1.5 goals at full time. The next game is a game between Ipswich Town versus Fulham. Another relegation-bound team is Ipswich, because I don't just know what to say about this team. The last time they played the game was against Man City. They scored very fast, thinking it was the championship. And Man City welcomed them to the Premier League, giving them 4-1. Fulham, on the other hand, had a very tight game against Leicester and managed to get the win in the dying minute, winning Leicester City 2-1. And I believe Fulham can also pull it off again against Ipswich today. So my prediction here is Ipswich 1, Fulham 2, and the betting tips is Fulham to win or draw at full time. I repeat, Ipswich 1, Fulham 2. And the betting tips is Fulham to win or draw at full time. We have the next game to be an interesting one in which I feel this particular game I'll call for you will have a good number of goals. Leicester City versus Aston Villa. Leicester City, let's forget the fact that they lost their last game. They are trying, understand? But I don't think Leicester City will be relegated. I believe they will fight to stay in the Premier League because Leicester City knows how to survive. But if they mess up, they will just have to go back. But I believe Leicester City will stay with just a slight chance they're going to stay. But Aston Villa, on the other hand, are the better side in this game today with the good signings they made, and the amount of players in their team are amazing. And the style of attack Aston Villa has a very, very good style of attack. But the issue with Aston Villa is the way they miss chances. It really affected them against Arsenal. They missed a lot of empty chances and it affected them, and Arsenal won that game. But I believe they will learn their lesson and make an adjustment in this game today. So my prediction or correct score is Leicester City 1, Aston Villa 2. And the betting tips is over 1.5 goals at full time. Leicester City 1, Aston Villa 2. And the betting tips is over 1.5 goals in full time. We have Nottingham Forest versus Wolves. Forest also are struggling. Wolves just came out from a heavy loss to Chelsea, 6-2. The highest conceding team so far in the Premier League is Wolves. In one particular game, 6 goals Wolves conceded against Chelsea. Wolves started well in the first half and ended badly. Nottingham Forest, on the other hand, are struggling, as I said. So this game also be very, very tight, in which I don't see, or I can't point out who's going to be the winner in this match. It's going to be a very, very tight game. Even though anybody will win, slightly it might be Wolves. But my correct score here is Nottingham Forest 1, Wolves 1. And the betting tips is under 3.5 goals in full time. I repeat, Nottingham Forest 1, Wolves 1. And the betting tips is under 3.5 goals in full time. We have the next game to be West Ham versus Man City. West Ham versus Man City. West Ham, who I guess their last game they played was against Crystal Palace. If I'm wrong, I don't know, but I believe it's against Crystal Palace, in which they won Crystal Palace 2-0, I guess. They won Crystal Palace 2-0, I believe. And Man City, on the other hand, are just coming out from an amazing win against Ipswich, 4-1. I was even surprised Man City conceded to Ipswich. They conceded first. But I believe this game also, I'm expecting Man City to also concede because West Ham are kind of better or are better than Ipswich. So I'm expecting West Ham to score at least 1 goal in this game. But Man City should also do better and become the winner at the end of the day. I believe that Man City will take the 3 points home in this match. So my correct score here is West Ham 1, Man City 3. And the betting tips is Man City to win and over 1.5 goals. Man City to win this game at full time and over 1.5 goals. And the correct score, as I said before, West Ham 1, Man City 3. So we have the next game to be Chelsea versus Crystal Palace. Chelsea that damaged Wolves badly, 6-2. And Crystal Palace are just coming out from a loss against West Ham. You know, Crystal Palace, they're one of the surprise team last season, but now they started poorly. I know due to the fact that they lost one of their key player, Michael Olise, is really affecting them, but I don't think Crystal Palace is going to do a bounce back in this game against Chelsea. Because Chelsea, to be honest, I know they lost to Servette in the Conference League qualifiers. I don't care about that game, but Chelsea in the Premier League, I guess they are better. And this Chelsea team, their attack is amazing, but defensively, they are bad. So I'm expecting Chelsea to also concede at least 1 goal in this game today. So my correct score here is Chelsea 3, Crystal Palace 1. Chelsea 3, Crystal Palace 1. And the betting tips is Chelsea to win at full time. Chelsea to win at full time. We have another interesting game between Newcastle and Tottenham Hotspur. Newcastle played a 1-1 draw against Bournemouth, while Tottenham Hotspur defeated Everton 4-0. Tottenham Hotspur has been in a very good form in terms of attacking and goal scoring, and I believe they might just pick up a slight win against Newcastle today. It's going to be very tight. It's going to be very, very tight and tough, but I believe Tottenham should come out with the win at the end of the day. So my correct score here is Newcastle 1, Tottenham Hotspur 2. And the betting tips is Tottenham Hotspur to win or draw and over 1.5 goals at full time. I repeat, Newcastle versus Tottenham Hotspur. Newcastle 1, Tottenham 2. The betting tips is Tottenham Hotspur to win or draw and over 1.5 goals in full time. Finally, the last game that closed up Sunday's evening is an interesting game that everybody is waiting for, Manchester United versus Liverpool. To be honest, everybody here will be giving Liverpool to win. Obviously, yes, they are going to do it because Manchester United are really, really confused. Like, the coach will have a good amount of players in the bench and end up giving or using some kind of boring style of play. Weaker teams will take advantage of it and defeat them. Like what happened between Brighton and Manchester United, playing Bruno Fernandes as a false nine, while you have a big attacker in which is Zirkzee on the bench. Garnacho was also benched. So sometimes Ten Hag does crazy things. But if he performs that craziness against Liverpool, trust Liverpool, they will dismantle Manchester United. But if Ten Hag uses his head, then it's going to be a very tight and interesting game. But Liverpool, on the other hand, has no problem. Started the season well and they are still maintaining their clean form. You understand? And they just signed a new player, Chiesa. Interesting. If he starts that day or if he enters that day, expect good performance. So my prediction or my correct score here between Manchester United and Liverpool is Manchester United 1, Liverpool 2. And my betting tips is Liverpool to win or draw at full time. I repeat, Manchester United 1, Liverpool 2. And the betting tips is Liverpool to win or draw at full time. So guys, that is all the games for today. These are all the England Premier League predictions, betting tips, and correct score for round 3. So I guess round 4 will come after the international break. But for now, this is the round 3. We have Arsenal versus Brighton. Arsenal to win and over 1.5 goals. The correct score is Arsenal to win 2-0. Brentford versus Southampton, 1-0 to Brentford. Brentford to win or draw. Everton versus Bournemouth, a 1-1 draw over 1.5 goals is the betting tips. Ipswich versus Fulham, Fulham to win or draw, 2-1 is the correct score to Fulham. Likewise, Leicester and Aston Villa, 2-1 to Aston Villa and over 1.5 goals is the betting tips. Forest versus Wolves, 1-1 draw under 3.5 goals is the betting tips. West Ham versus Man City, 3-1 to Man City to win and over 1.5 goals. Chelsea versus Crystal Palace, 3-1 to Chelsea to win is the betting tips. Newcastle versus Tottenham, 2-1 to Tottenham to win and over 1.5 goals is the betting tips. And finally, Man United versus Liverpool, 2-1 to Liverpool to win or draw is the betting tips. So guys, that is all the games for today. I wish us success and I wish us all the best. Ensure you select the betting tips of your choice and stick on it. I wish us all the best and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.